Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Data Analyst Pathway. I'm Sam, and today we are entering the engine room of analytics. We are diving into Knowledge 57, K57, approaches to data processing and storage, and data-driven decision-making. In our last session, K56, we went shopping for data ingredients. Today, we cook. I want you to think of this process as a professional kitchen. You take raw ingredients, you prep and chop them, processing, you store them safely, storage, and finally, you serve a meal that helps the customer decide what to eat, decision-making. Our goal is to understand this entire pipeline. We need to move from hoarding data to using it. Remember, stored data is just a cost, a bill you pay every month. Processed data that drives a decision is an asset. Let's decode the standard. K57 describes a value chain. It starts with processing, cleaning the mud off the data. It moves to storage, keeping it safe and accessible. Then analysis, using tools like OLAP to slice and dice the numbers. And finally, the summit, data-driven decision-making. The key insight is that value increases at every step. A raw CSV file on your desktop is worth pennies. A cleaned, trusted report in a warehouse is worth more. But a strategic decision made based on that report, that can be worth millions. Your job is to push data up this value chain. First, processing. How do we prep the ingredients? The traditional way is ETL, extract, transform, load. You clean the data before you put it in the warehouse. It's safe but slow. The modern way is ELT, extract, load, transform. You dump everything into a powerful cloud warehouse, like Snowflake, and clean it there. It's faster and more flexible. Processing also involves techniques like normalization, ensuring you don't have duplicate customer records, and aggregation, turning 1 million individual sales into one daily total. The goal is to create a single version of the truth that everyone trusts. Next, storage. We need to distinguish between two acronyms, OLTP and OLAP. OLTP, online transaction processing, is the shop floor. It's built for speed. When you buy a coffee, the till records that transaction instantly. It handles millions of tiny writes. OLAP, online analytical processing, is the headquarters. It's built for heavy lifting. It answers questions like, what was the average coffee sale in London last year? It reads millions of rows at once. A data warehouse is simply a big OLAP system. It takes data from all your little OLTP databases, sales, HR, web, and combines them so you can analyze the big picture. Now we reach the summit, data-driven decision-making, DDDM. This is about culture. In many companies, decisions are made by the HiPPO, the highest paid person's opinion. I think we should do X because I feel like it. DDDM fights this. It demands evidence. The process starts with a hypothesis. I think sales dropped because we raised the price. You gather evidence. The data confirms a 20% drop exactly 2 days after the price hike. You make a decision. We will revert the price. This isn't about removing human judgment. It's about reducing risk. Data illuminates the path, so the leader doesn't have to walk in the dark. How does K57 apply to you, Ben the data analyst? Imagine the director asks, should we discontinue product X? It sells well. You don't guess. You start processing. You join the sales data with the customer support logs. You use storage, a warehouse, because the logs are massive. Your analysis reveals a secret. Product X brings in high revenue, but it causes huge support costs due to returns. It actually makes a loss. You present this evidence. The director makes a data-driven decision to kill the product. You saved the company money by moving beyond revenue to net profit. Here is how you can apply K57 tomorrow. Action 1. Process. Look at a report you use. Pick one number. Ask, is this raw, or was it transformed? Did someone exclude VAT? Did they remove refunds? Understand the recipe. Action 2. Store. Find out what database you are querying. Is it the live production database, OLTP? If so, be careful not to slow it down. Or is it a reporting warehouse, OLAP? Action 3. Decide. In your next team meeting, when someone suggests an idea, be the one to ask, what data do we have to support this? Your goal is to connect the plumbing of data processing to the purpose of decision-making. For your portfolio, use STAR. This is the evidence-based story. Situation. The marketing team was debating which channel to prioritize, social media or email. Opinions were split. Task. I needed to provide concrete evidence to support a data-driven decision. Action. I extracted cost and conversion data from both platforms. I processed it to normalize the currency differences. I calculated the return on investment, ROI, for each channel. Result. The data conclusively showed email marketing had a 3x higher ROI. The director reallocated the budget immediately. Reflection. I learned that evidence cuts through opinion and speeds up decision-making. In your major project, K57 spans your methodology and conclusion. In methodology, describe your processing. Data was cleaned using Python pandas to remove null values. This shows you understand ETL. In your conclusion, link back to the decision. This dashboard provides the evidence required for the HR team to decide on future hiring needs. Include a diagram of your information value chain, how you turned raw bytes into business wisdom. Assessors want to see that you understand the purpose of your analysis is to enable a decision. Let's wrap up. We've learned that K57 is the data kitchen. We follow the chain from processing, prep, to storage, fridge, to decision, meal. We learned the difference between the fast-paced OLTP shop floor and the analytical OLAP warehouse. Your next step is to identify a decision your boss made recently. Ask them, politely, what data helped you make that choice. In our next session, we will look at K58, where we explore data governance and security, how to keep our kitchen safe, compliant, and clean. Remember, data is not the answer. Data is the evidence that helps humans find the answer. See you next time. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you now feel more confident in mastering this topic. If you found value in this session, I have a small favor to ask. Please hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and follow our channel. It really means a lot to me and helps the algorithm show these lessons to other apprentices, just like you, who need support. Don't forget, you can download today's slides and the full transcript at www.mentorinai.com EPA Hub. While you are there, check out our mock interview and portfolio review services to make sure you are fully ready for your EPA. See you in the next video. Keep learning.